The MCU Multiverse can get confusing fast.
It gets confusing here.
So here's a quick and simple recap of the entire multiverse timeline, explained in the easiest way possible. The timeline we've been following in MCU since Iron Man kicked things off is officially called the Sacred Timeline, also known as Universe 616. This is the main timeline where most of the Marvel Cinematic Universe stories take place, from the Avengers assembling to Thanos' snap and beyond. But here's where it gets interesting. Sometimes certain choices or actions, called nexus events, cause the Sacred Timeline to branch out. These branches lead to alternate realities, creating new timelines that explore what could have happened if events had gone differently. That's what gives us all the wild scenarios in What If, like Peggy Carter becoming Captain Carter or a zombie-filled Marvel world. The Time Variance Authority, or TVA, was secretly created by a powerful being known as He Who Remains. His goal? To keep the sacred timeline, Universe 616, perfectly controlled and isolated from chaos. Anytime a timeline started to branch off because of a nexus event, the TVA would swoop in and prune it. Basically, they'd erase that timeline to prevent a multiversal war. They made sure things stayed neat and tidy, or at least that's what they wanted everyone to believe. In Loki Season 1, He Who Remains tells Loki and Sylvie about the first multiversal war, a massive battle between different versions of himself from alternate realities. Each variant thought they could run the multiverse better than the others. Things got out of control fast.
Erupted into all-out war.
To stop the chaos, He Who Remains discovered and weaponized a powerful creature called Alioth, which could consume time and reality itself. Using Alioth, he wiped out the other timelines and created one controlled timeline, the Sacred Timeline, bringing peace, but at a cost. What's really important is how he visualizes the multiverse. It's not just a bunch of branches on one line, it's more like a web of entire timelines layered on top of each other, hinting that the MCU's multiverse is far bigger and deeper than we first thought. After Sylvie kills He Who Remains, everything unravels. With no one left to control the flow of time, the sacred timeline begins to fracture. The TVA, once a well-oiled machine pruning rogue branches, starts falling apart from the inside. Confusion, betrayal, and chaos ripple through its ranks, and no one knows who's really in charge anymore. With the TVA no longer able to keep things in check, branch timelines begin to grow unchecked, giving rise to infinite new realities. This explosive shift directly sets the stage for the events of What If, where we start seeing alternate versions of heroes we thought we knew, and continues into Loki Season 2, where the multiverse becomes even more unstable, and Loki himself starts to understand the true scale of what's at stake. Across 3 mind-bending seasons of What If, we follow Uatu the Watcher, a cosmic being sworn only to observe, never interfere, though, as we've seen, that rule gets bent when the multiverse is in danger. Each episode showcases a different universe, where one choice changes everything. Peggy becomes Captain Carter, T'Challa becomes Star-Lord,